Hi, Honest Discussioner here. It's been a while since I've done a video, and I felt it was time to come back. I've just been really busy lately. Uh, if you look at the title, I'm sure you know what this video is about, and that would be homosexuality. Everyone's been talking about it recently. The YouTube seems to be either about vote bots or the gay. I know, Richard the Dick Coughlin 666, and some gets Chris, and about 5 dozen people all told off fool for a lifetime. That very aptly named individual. Amazing Atheist had his little rant against apologetics. So I saw the mirrored video, and I suggest you do as well. She's a lovely woman. She really is. Just so full of godly love. And Smart Mouth Pundit had a response video or two against someone in regards to homosexuality, and ironically tore him a new asshole. Basically, it was epic. So I thought I'd weigh in on this. Now, 2 points I want to make. One, what is the cause of this thing against homosexuality, and why are they so completely wrong about it? Now, I'm not going to sit here and say that. Now, while I know there is a strong correlation between how religious you are and how much you dislike gay people, or at least the actions of homosexuality, I'm not going to say that religion in and of itself is responsible for the people that are bigots against homosexuality. I'm going to say that for the most part, those people would have been bigots against homosexuality even without their holy book, Quran, Bible, whatever they've got. But the Bible and whatever holy book is an effective tool for them to use to perpetrate their bigotry. Now, the reason I think, if you think about human sexuality, there's no such thing as pure gay, pure straight, and I don't even know if you could even call something pure bisexual. Human sexuality is really on a spectrum. We all have the same types of hormones going through us. It's just, lopsided in one way or the other. Men, you all do have estrogen in you. Your body does naturally produce a small amount of estrogen, and women, you do naturally produce testosterone as well. Balances are a little bit different, though. So everyone technically, no matter how gay or how straight you are, you technically have at least a little bit of both inside of you. Now, what does this mean for heterosexuals? Well, I would argue that especially for men, and especially in today's culture that really looks down on men who are not very masculine, appearing to be homosexual, or even having subconscious feelings or just quick thoughts about someone of the same sex might make you a bit uncomfortable. And as you've seen with people like Mark Foley and Ted Haggart, when you're ashamed of what you are, sometimes you will rally against that. Just like with Ted Haggart talking about how awful homosexuals were, and yet he was one. And yes, he was one. Actually, no, I'm sorry, he still is one. You can't change who you are, and I'm going to get to that later. But I think we need to understand what is happening for the most part. Some people really just are, read the Bible, say that Jesus says this is wrong, and that's what I'm going with. But I think, at least for a decent portion of people, they are uncomfortable with their own latent, very low-level subconscious desires, and that's why they are so against this. I wouldn't be surprised. Usually these are the more louder and vehemently against it, the ones that are the crusaders against such causes. I would not be surprised. I'm not saying I have no evidence to back this up, and there would be no way to collect it. I just would not be surprised if someone like Fool for a Lifetime fit into this category. He seems like a Ted Haggart kind of person. I'm not saying he actually is gay or even has had gay experiences. I'm just saying that he probably is a little bit uncomfortable with himself. And we all are on some level with a variety of different things. I just think this may have been one of the ways that it manifests itself. And if it isn't him, it's a lot of other people that are uncomfortable with themselves. And these people aren't even gay. It's just they have a small amount in them, as at least pretty much everyone does for the most part. So I think we need to understand that where they're coming from, and I would think we have to stop caring. That's probably a bad way to put it. Not stop caring, but stop making this such a big deal, because it really isn't. This is something between what a person is with themselves and what they are with some other consenting adult. That is really what it comes down to. And this isn't about marriage right here at all. This is just about homosexuality. Now, I will tell you, no, there is no gay gene, but homosexuality, your sexuality, is definitely in part genetic. The other part is environmental. It is a mixture of the two, just like all the rest of you are. The entirety of what you see before me, the entirety of what you see before you, meaning me, is either a mixture of genetics and the environment, my experiences and my DNA. That's all I am. That's all you are. And you can read more on my philosophical proofs about this. That's what we are. And we have seen that homosexuality is greatly influenced by genetics. There is a study done on fruit flies where they're able to mutate one gene and basically started a male daisy chain in the fruit flies, rubbing up all against each other. They had some sex with the females until a male came along and zoop, suddenly it was, a Village People concert. Along those same lines, there are a plethora of studies out there that show that this is a natural thing, and no, making it natural isn't necessarily make it right. But why is it wrong? It does not hurt anyone. You do it safely. You do it right, just like heterosexuality, and it actually is very good for the person. And I tell you what is dangerous: denying who you are. Denying what you are as a person. That is really dangerous. And I know there's been a lot of psychological damage done by mainly Christians trying to tell gay people that they can reform and magically turn straight and be attracted to women. And I'm sure they've had lots of success with the one person they've turned who's probably just bisexual. But that's not really enough. You need to leave these people alone. You need to stop preaching against them and let them be who they are, because it is what they are, and it is the way, if God exists, He made them. And God would not make someone something and then tell them specifically not to be that way. That makes no sense. So if God exists, this is His will, and you're getting in the way of that will, people. Anti-gay people. Maybe I'll do a gay marriage video at another point, but this is really just about homosexuality. And please tell me why it's wrong. It is natural. It is normal. It's been throughout the entire history. It doesn't hurt people. Stopping it can hurt people. So let's leave the gays alone and let them be gay. Let them enjoy their life. Let them be who they are. Give them the freedom that this country was really supposed to be built upon. That's all I have to say for right now. Have a nice day. Honest Discussioner, out.